Okay, so which one was the factor? X plus 1. Good. So you did what we did last time. You divided both of these factors, right? And you saw one of them had no remainder, okay? Now, what I want to know is when you did that division, okay, when you did that division, what was the quotient you got? Can I have somebody raise their hand and share with me the quotient that you got, Cassie?
Negative x squared minus x.
Negative x squared minus x. Is that what everybody else got? So think of this like a whole number division. That one was a factor. Like if this was like 10 over 2, right? It is 5, right? How are we doing, okay? If I had given you just this and asked you to factor that, could you? If I had given you just this and asked you to factor that, could you? Heck yeah, you better, right? That's what we spent all last unit, and we spent 3 months last year, right? What would I do first? Divide by 6? Am I hearing that? Remove the negative what? Not solve it, factor it. Factor it. 1.3. Factor it. What do you always do first when you factor? It is in standard form. That is first.
Get rid of the negative, like whatever adds to the next one.
Hold on. Hold on.
It's like whatever adds to the middle multiplies to the c. Like whatever adds
Perfect. Normally that's what we do. Adds to middle multiplies to c. But before we can even do that, we have to get rid of the negative. Get rid of the GCF. But is the negative the only part of the GCF in this case? Don't they both have an x in it also? So let's get rid of the negative x by dividing it, right? So if I were to just say factor negative x squared minus x, you'd tell me negative x and then x plus 1, right? So, and then this is a cubic, right? But I only see 2 factors here. But didn't we already divide out one of the factors? It was this, right? So now I have the standard form that was given, and you guys actually just factored your first cubic. My factored form would be x plus 1 times negative x times x plus 1. Okay? The one that you divided out evenly first, and then the 2 pieces that formed that quadratic quotient. Say that 25 times fast, huh? Quadratic quotient. Okay? I can make this look nicer though, can't I? What if I put the 2x plus 1s together? This is what we're going to do today for the first little while, is we're going to combine your last year quadratics with what we did last time. You're going to factor completely. Okay? Should we do one more together?
Yeah, can we do it again? We should do it.
Even the box method stuff from last time together?
No, wait. Don't do the box method. Because now I'm confused. We're not going to do the box method already.
I just don't know if we have time to review the dividing polynomials from last time. So, but so I do think I need you guys, I mean, I can try and do it fast, but again, if you have questions on the whole lesson from last time, you're welcome to come in. I had a lot of people in at lunch today getting help, okay? So which one should we try first? We can do one really quick. I just want to make sure we get through the rest of the lesson too, though.
Number 3.
Okay? No, we're going to do number 2. So I'm telling you guys that the factors are either x minus 2 or x plus 1. You can't see it?
There's a bear.
Oh, well, it's in front of you on the paper though, right?
Yes, it does matter.
Okay. Now do you understand? Which one do you want to do first? X minus 2? Okay, so let's divide x minus 2. Okay, so we start by putting in our leading term. So x squared negative 2x squared. Okay, what do I want to add to? Negative 1. So what if I have negative 2x squared here, and I know these are going to have to combine to be here, what is it? I just didn't hear you. 1x squared? Yep. I just didn't hear her. Okay. Then what? Then what? You guys, this last homework was like the best scoring homework so far. I know you guys know how to do this. What's next? Bring the x up. Very good. Okay. You guys remembering from last time now? Okay, hold on. So then these combine to be the negative 4x, right? Negative 2x. Are you guys focusing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about.
Well, but you're not talking about this specific stuff, right?
We're talking about the different methods.
Oh, okay. But still, but I want you to be on the problem we're on and stuff. Right? Okay. Then what? Good. Remultiply. Are you sure this one had no remainder? Okay, so if this one has no remainder, that means this one's the factor, right? So remember, you guys, the point of me doing it like this today is because I'm trying to get you guys to like realize the connections. We've been saying over and over again that if it's an x cubed, it has 3 factors when I'm done, right? It has 3 x's with parentheses, right? Well, you just found one of them because it had no remainder. So that is one of my 3 factors. And I need to figure out what the other 2 are, right? Okay? Now, here's the trick though. Here's why the division's gonna help us, okay? Is because, you guys, there's so much side talking today, so please focus, okay? If I asked you guys to factor 80, okay, so that's just a random number. If I asked you to factor 80 and I split it into 2 and 40, do I go back to the 80 again? No, you use the 40, right? So that's why to find these other 2 factors, I'm not going to go back to the cubic, right? I'm going to use my quadratic quotient, right? So now we're going to go in and do what she was saying, where we add to the middle and multiply to the last, because this one, right, if I need to factor that, now, I'm doing my work here, but you guys probably, you can do it there, but you might want to do it on the, I don't know, do your work wherever you want. Okay, so x squared plus x minus 2, right? That's like the 40, right? When I'm factoring something, I don't go back to the original. I start breaking down the smaller pieces, right? Okay, so what numbers add to 1 but multiply to negative 2? Okay. So wouldn't that mean my factored form of that quadratic is here, right? Which means those are my other 2 missing factors. And then we can go through and do what we've been doing this unit where we check multiplicities and zeros. You guys with me? Okay. Okay, let's do one more factor completely together. Okay? Once I factor this completely, it's exactly like the last worksheet I gave you. Right? Where you have to find x-intercepts, y-intercept, and things like that. So if you haven't done that worksheet yet, that's going to be tough, but we'll see. If you're getting behind, guys, you got it. Math builds, right? So I'd love to help you at lunch or after school. Okay, let's do one more together. Which one should we divide out first? How about half of you guys divide out the two desks closest to the door, divide the x minus 5, and the two closest to the window in each group, divide out the x plus 1. You'll need them both anyway because you'll see in the instructions it asks you to give the remainder of the non-factor. That's just my way of making sure you're like doing it and not just guessing, right? So you can get the remainder from your partner. Does that make sense? Okay? Yeah. So let's try one more together, but I want you to get me the quadratic quotient first. Okay? So if you're in the two desks by the door, divide out the x minus 5 like last time. If you're in the two desks in your group by the window, divide out the x plus 1 like last time. Okay?